Today we'll be designing some product packaging in a day. That's the challenge. I've already prepared some stuff. I have my sketches and my Pinterest board, and that I will show you right now. And then we'll just jump straight right in and see what comes out of it at the end. So I don't know if you can see anything. It's not really important. It's mainly just for me, but I have some notes on what I want to do. It's just a very general plan I want to follow. The next thing I can already show you is the Pinterest board. Here it is. I hope you can get kind of the mood that I'm going for. At first I wanted to do some very intricate vintage kind of design, but then I realized that would probably be way too much work for a day. So I stuck with something more minimalistic and modern, and we're going to be making something more like these ones. I especially like the use of pictures in these designs, so I think that's kind of the direction I want to take as well. I also just made a Notion board collecting stuff I might need, like some references for how product packaging is designed, because I have never done this before. I hope it won't be too bad in the end, but please feel free to give me advice or just suggestions on what I could change, because as I said, it's the first time I'm doing this. And then I also went ahead and just chose the mock-ups I would want to use later on. I think I'm going to be using this cardboard boxes mock-up from Mockup World, which was a free download, so shout out to Mockup World, I guess. And yeah, I guess we'll just jump straight into designing. I'm kind of nervous. Let's hope my computer doesn't absolutely freak out once I open Photoshop. Okay, I have my blank canvas. I will be using Photoshop only because it's the program I'm most comfortable with. Okay, first thing I'm doing is just getting my print layout that I made yesterday on Illustrator, and this is just the guideline I will be following for the package design. Oh, I just realized I didn't even tell you what brand we're designing for. We're actually going to be designing for a made-up brand. I chose to design for a sunscreen brand, so we're making sunscreen packaging. I actually want to show you how I came up with this prompt, because I used the help of ChatGPT, which is just this AI that blew up super recently, and I am a huge fan of it. I know that a lot of people feel very icky about AI, but I think that especially if you use it for something like prompt giving, it's not doing the task for me, it's giving me the task. I don't know how to explain it, but I basically told it to give me name brands for a sunscreen brand, and wrote down some keywords like seashell, UV ray protection, stuff like that. And this is what it came up with. At first it was giving me brands that exist, so I had to clarify that I wanted some fictional brands, and here were the suggestions. And I actually really ended up liking the third suggestion, which is the Oceana Sun Care. And this is what I have decided to go for. I also already kind of did the job of looking for some fonts online, and these were just ones I found on Adobe Fonts and favorited. I have found some fonts like Bajatela and Mrs. Eve's XL, which I really liked. So let's get into the design. I think maybe I'll just speed up a little bit the process and then tell you about what I did. I've now come to the realization that because I'm designing a pharmaceutical product, I will be having to put all the ingredients and warnings and that type of info. this didn't go as expected. I don't think I will have as much freedom because I want to do it as believable as possible. So right now I'm just basing off all of the text and also the layouting from a reference I found from Clinique sunscreen. And this is like the amount of text we're dealing with. I think I'll just try to format it the best that I can, but I'm vibing with it. I mean, for like, what, it's been like 30 minutes, I think it's looking pretty good. Okay, nice. We have another update. I think at first I wanted to use like 2 different fonts, but I think I'll just change it to only one. I don't really like the serif ones for the small text, and I think that the Rock Grotesque has enough variety for there still to be hierarchy for the text. I think I'm pretty satisfied with how it's looking. I'm not sure if the colors ruined it or not, but I thought it would be fun to have a series of the same product, but with the SPF increase, the colors would change. That's kind of like what I'm trying to advertise here. Okay, I guess this is the final product. I just changed some minimal things. The box is a cardboard box, which added a little bit more of color in the end. Please feel free to give me some advice, some critique. What do you like about the design? What do you not like about the design? I'm always trying to improve, and as a design student, it's very nice to just receive others' opinions. I think that for like a super quick design, this is not that bad. I think it's pretty okay. There's definitely some stuff that could be improved, like always, but yeah, I think that I'm pretty satisfied. Last thing I want to say is that throughout the process, I changed my keyboard language for some time. So if you're wondering why I don't use any shortcuts, it's because of that. I thought something was wrong with my laptop, but just like my usual shortcuts didn't seem to be working, so I was like super confused. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I plan on making it a series. I hope to see you next week. That's it. Goodbye.